Okay, I think we're live. I had a small issue with Streamlabs where it forgot my Twitch account. I don't know why it did that, but we're here now, and it's like it never happened. Alright, it's a late night. It is a late night stream because I had to go to work today, and I got off at 11 p.m. So I made some buttered toast. I had a glass of milk, just plain milk, you know, as psychopaths are wont to do. And now we're going to play Halo 3. I have it set just on the screen here because I didn't want anybody to miss the cutscene. I had requests. I had requests to make B over here, my lovely little avatar, bigger on the screen. I didn't expect to get that. But I'm happy. I'm happy. Halo 3, let's go! Let's go, baby. Let's go. Halo 3, probably the most complete of the series. in my personal opinion, it is one that is definitely one that is more tested than 2. Lovingly. So we're going to start up the game. How are you tonight in Thafin? How are you?
They let me pick. Did I ever tell you that? Choose whichever Spartan I wanted.
Might fix my light
You know
again.
me.
I have to keep fixing my
I did
light
research.
because
Watched as you became the
doing fine, a
soldier we
bit
needed you
tired.
to be.
Yeah, I'm sorry that it's late.
Like the others, you were strong and swift and brave. A natural leader. But you had something they didn't. Something no one saw but me. Can you guess? Luck.
Ah. He's blue. Blue is the color for luck for orcs of Warhammer 40k. That's the explanation for
wrong?
that joke. Cortana's blue, so she could be lucky. But Chief is green. He's green. I think that's one of my favorite fan theories for why Ultramarines always win. It's because they're blue.
This ain't good.
Damn.
How far did he fall?
2 kilometers. Easy.
Stay sharp. Gorman?
His armor's locked up. Gel layer could have taken most of the impact. I don't know, Sergeant Major.
He's just sleeping. He's taking a nap.
Radio for Vito. Heavy lift gear. We're not leaving him here.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, crazy fool. Why do you always jump? One of these days, you're gonna land on something as stubborn as you are. And I don't do bits and pieces. Where is she, Chief? Where's Cortana?
Don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it.
She stayed behind.
He's having visions.
Corporal, make it quick.
Sorry,
Visions
sir.
of the past.
Your armor's still in partial lockdown.
Chief, wait! The Arbiter's with us! Come on now. We've got enough to worry about without you two trying to kill each other.
Were it so easy.
Pay attention to that line.
We must go. The brutes have our scent.
Then they must love the smell of heroes.
That's because I'm on heroic. Johnson has a tradition of changing his lines in cutscenes depending on the difficulty of the level that you're playing. It was a tradition set in the first game, and it has been so ever since.
Squad, you're my scouts. Move out, quiet as you can.
MA5C, baby! Mizraya Armory makes most of the weapons for the UNSC and the Halo series. Oh, I don't think I have to do an addendum this time. I had to do an addendum last stream because of erroneous information. I don't think I said anything wrong last stream. I probably did. I don't remember any glaring examples. Maybe I'll say something incorrect this stream and we can have an addendum next time. Everybody loves my addendums.
Johnson, you be advised. Hostiles are on the move.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Got eyes on a brute pack. Over.
Say again, Gunny, you're breaking up.
Sergeant Major, Phantom inbound.
If we stick together, we're gonna get spotted.
It's a pretty little map, isn't it? I love you, Arbiter.
Spread out, you whelps. Find them.
And this is a very not ideal pistol. You know, something about the release history of Halo. I thought that Halo 3 came out with the launch of the... Woo! First death. It's tradition. It's tradition. It's tradition. I have to die right at the level start every time. It's tradition. It's tradition. No, something about Halo's release history is that I thought that Halo 3 launched with the release of the Xbox 360. 'Tis not true. Oh, he's mad about it. Good stuff. And armor abilities. I don't remember what button I put armor abilities on. I put them on B. That's going to be annoying. We're going to have problems with pressing B for armor abilities. So you will probably have me just ignore them for most of the game. Sorry if that's annoying. You're probably going to be sitting there going, oh my gosh, why isn't he using his invincibility? It's because I forgot it. Because I forgot it's there. Alright, so that's a brute captain of sorts. Oops. Whoops. Whoops. I'm dead. I don't know why they're saying that you should subscribe 25% off. I don't think I have that set up. I don't think you can. So ignore that banner. It doesn't mean anything to me. I like this assault rifle. I like this assault rifle a lot, actually. The grunts really are the funniest of the funny little guys. They're just good little guys. Oh, dang. I was trying to get away from that plasma grenade, but I think I jumped poorly. I jumped badly. I did a bad. I made a mistake, and now I have to contend with the Phantom again. You see, this is why you have to make certain choices, certain decisions. You have to think out. I don't know. I'm just talking to fill the space, unfortunately. I think tonight is going to be a less high-octane stream as it was yesterday. That was like the most people I've ever had in a stream. It was the most people I've ever had a chat. It was early for me because it was like 9 p.m. and I've done a full day at work. And I'm like trying to have some... Yeah, you have jumped. Holy. Christopher Lee. I'm trying to have some semblance of interesting conversation, but my brain empty. So I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. I'm gonna make a lot of bad plays, and I'm gonna die often. So we'll get used to it. We'll get past the levels eventually. Fun fact about Christopher Lee. If we want to talk about Christopher Lee, his father was an ambassador, a British ambassador, who, you know, traveled often throughout Europe. So Christopher Lee, as a young lad, learned how to speak, I think, German, French, Italian, and Spanish. I want to say those are the 4 languages. It might have been some other one. But he learned how to speak those languages fluently. And then, of course, everybody also knows that he was a British Special Forces soldier in the Second World War. Meaning that he had a kill count. I think, famous people with kill counts, I think one of the highest amongst our presidencies, whoa, amongst our presidencies, I'm talking like Smeagol, had to be Harry S. Truman. I mean, if we don't count, like, Eisenhower, the fact that he was a general, or Washington, the fact that he was a general, we have to think it's Eisenhower, because he was an artillery commander. And the reason why I don't know if I count, like, generals is because they're not the ones doing the killing themselves, mostly. They are ordering men places. Because Grant would probably have the highest kill count then, due to how bloody and brutal the American Civil War was. Grant would probably be up there, due to his reputation as a butcher of the battlefield. Though Grant was really quite empathetic and sympathetic to the soldiers that lost their lives, he was known to cry in his tent after a particularly bloody battle because of the things that you have to do as a general. Pershing or Patton were way less sympathetic to the deaths of their men.
Sleepers. Take them up.
You have
Jackals on the ridge.
Instances of humanity. Jackals. Yeah, Jackal snipers now with Covenant carbines instead of beam rifles. They learned their lesson. No, Jackal snipers can still end up with beam rifles. It's just they now also appear with Covenant carbines instead of being exclusively beam rifle snipers. What am I getting shot by? This game's still really pretty. The graphics hold up quite a bit. Stop it. Be dead. He refuses to die. Be dead, my friend. Yeah, this is where the spiker was introduced. Your grenade throw arc is way more forward, I guess. They also went back to... So one of the things that kind of bothers me about Halo 2 is that you don't have a ton of reserve ammunition. In Halo 1, a lot of weapons with reserve ammunition have 10 reloads. The AR having 60 bullets in the magazine and then 600 bullets in reserve. The pistol having 12 bullets in the magazine, 120 in reserve. They changed that in Halo 2 to where you usually only held 3 clips or magazines in reserve. I think that that's not a great change, and I'm glad that for Halo 3 they turned that back, with the AR having 352 in reserve, which, if we do the math, is 11 reloads in reserve. That's great. That's awesome. It means that you don't have to be hunting for ammo too much. Covenant blew the beam rifle budget on Installation 05. Yeah. Considering how many sniper jackals they threw at you, they definitely blew the beam rifle budget on Installation 05. Delta Halo ran out. Ooh, battle rifle. I think the battle rifle, though, is something that I have to exempt. I think it still has 108 in reserve. But the battle rifle also can headshot. So you give and you take. The assault rifle, of course, cannot headshot until Halo Infinite, where most weapons can headshot. Or at least deal increased damage to the head. Which is an interesting mechanic. Did you guys like that? That in Halo Infinite, most weapons could headshot? Were you fans of that? Because I thought it was neat. I'm not deep enough in the multiplayer meta to know if that was really annoying. I know the sidekick was considered insane when the game launched. Hi, Cortana moment.
Could you sacrifice me to complete your mission? Could you watch me die?
Okay, don't be weird about it. The Cortana moments and the Grave... It's incredibly satisfying on a Warthog turret. Yes. Yeah, being able to headshot with a Warthog turret. The Cortana moments and the Gravemind moments are generally considered quite controversial. You look like you've seen something.
Weapons fire, get ready.
Grenades. Blow them to bits.
Yeah, still 108 back there.
Enemy has engaged.
Hold on. Got a contact. Break off, now. Watch yourself. Hold the thruster. Hang on.
Death Scream.
Negative. We're going down.
Death Scream. That's not good. Oh, hey, speaking of sniper jackals. Yeah, they can't one-shot anymore, but they will just beam you twice.
Grenades.
Enemy has engaged.
Very rude.
Hold on. Got a contact.
Where's that beam rifle sniper?
Break off.
Yeah, she's saying fast and low, but it sounds like she says fast to blow. Which is a different connotation.
Negative. We're going down.
Okay. I think we're doing fine. This time we have a new checkpoint, and I'm not going to die immediately. I believe in myself, and you should believe in me too. Okay. I think it's interesting the difference in Jackal shield colors, because in, you know, one, Jackal miners were blue, and then orange, and then in this, they are blue and then purple. I wonder why that is the case. And grunts are never blue. They never become blue. Oh! Whoops! I mean, unabashed body shot. Yeah. Sometimes their body is meant to be shot. You should aim for center mass in most situations. That's just... that's just good ethics. Good ammo ethics, maybe. Come on. Well, why is your head so little? I'm not playing the video game as well as I could. And that's okay. That's okay. We're learning. We're getting used to... Ooh! I missed. I think what he's doing, that's one thing I have to get used to. In Halo 3, it's super easy. Any explosive sets off any explosives that are on the ground. So, like, that is how brute shots are their most dangerous. Is that they'll shoot the ground and then suddenly you're getting chain reaction by 19 explosives. Oh! He went suicidal! He charged straight into me! That's funny. I hadn't expected that. That's something else I'm gonna have to look out for, huh? That's awesome. I'm tickled pink. That's really funny. I forgot that that was a mechanic that was introduced in 3 and that just kept forever because it's... Yeah, that's funny. This is a song that... See? Look at that. He tried to shoot me with his brute shot. It knocked my grenade off course and allowed him to... Woo! And it allowed him to be blown up by his own brute shot because he shot my grenade. Brute shot, grenade, shot my grenade, brute shot, rot. Rotwurst. Yes. Yes, you can't harm me in here. I am invincible. Ow, ow, ow! You're joking! No! Okay! Okay! Let's try this again. Am I being cautious? No. Am I being intelligent? No. I haven't played this mission in a really long time. I cannot say I remember what happens here. Those double body shots from the Jackal snipers are... That's rough. That's pretty brutal so far. Cool, 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 cool. I think the brutes are at a devastating 0 kill count. I've been killed mostly by Jackal snipers, which, you know, is nostalgic for Halo 2, and by grenades. We gotta go get Sergeant Johnson. Sergeant Johnson. Okay. Ois, ois, ois. Can you die? Headshotting them is not my forte. Those big bulbous eyes do nothing for me. Okay, I'm trying to see why hitting them in the head is so difficult.
Not bad, Marine, but don't let it get to your head.
Okay. We're gonna try something, my friend. We're gonna try something. That's an interesting checkpoint, because I was technically still in danger.
Come on, you dumb apes.
Hey, nice work.
You want breakfast? You gotta catch him.
He's shooting at me with a spiker, which is a new weapon. New weapon for the 3rd Halo game. Everybody loves new weapons.
That got him. Sniper down.
Yes, thank you for... I think that's Sergeant Stacker. Yep, that's Sergeant Stacker. I'm almost out of ammo on this, so you can have that. Sergeant Stacker! Gunnery Sergeant Stacker, I think, is in pretty much every single mainline Halo game. He appears... I don't know if he appears in ODST, but he is in 1, 2, 3, 4, and Reach. Oh! Oh! That's my hubris. My hubris speaking.
It's yours.
Yeah, thank you. Is there something I can switch this out for? Is there something I can switch this out for? Probably not. I was thinking today, while I was at work, my job allows me to kind of think a lot, because I'm going from one place to another and walking long distances. On a normal day, I walk about 20,000 steps. So while I was walking around in my job, I was thinking about many things. And one of them I was thinking about was music, and the way that music has changed, at least in the context of making money through music, right? Because one of the big differences is whether or not you own a physical copy of the music you are listening to. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is gonna suck. You please die. I'm gonna hold here. Did he say something about spit? Oh, I'm getting distracted by the video game because it's difficult. I don't want to die. I'd rather not die. So, in the past, oftentimes, you owned a copy of the music, like a physical, real copy of the music that you enjoyed. A tape, a vinyl, a CD. Nowadays, it's not so, right? A lot of the times people, if they want to own a physical copy, they can, but most people don't go through the effort because music is listened to almost entirely through streaming, Spotify, YouTube Music, and others, Apple Music. Ow! This is going to be difficult because of that sniper jackal. I might not give this to... because I need to get rid of that sniper jackal. It's almost out of ammo, but I can't get past that sniper jackal without some form of long-range damage. So, I need this. I think there's a suicide. I thought I heard one. Yeah. Good stuff. So, the way you make money off of music has changed. You know what I mean? Of course, royalties are going to be where most money is made. Oh, dang it. Yep. I'm really kind of mad about this sniper jackal because I don't have any tools to deal with him. I mean, I have a tool. I have my battle rifle. The problem is that sniper jackal headshots seem really hard in this game for no particular reason. So why is it so hard to hit him in the head? Why is it so hard to hit him in the head? I don't understand. Their headshot is a little bit difficult to hit. No. I was trying to throw, not a grenade, believe it or not, but my bubble. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Yes, okay. I think it was like deciding whether or not that counted as a headshot. It was like, yeah, we'll give it. Ah, look at that. I interrupted his plasma grenade throw, so it did not go where it would have, or it did not go to where it wanted to go, which is not how it would have done in Halo 2. The reason why I was thinking about why, right, like how music has changed and why that matters, because that seems like quite a weird tangent, and it is. It's weirder than you think. The reason why is because Baby Shark was stuck in my head. And I was thinking about how the Baby Shark people, because, like, I've seen a lot of merch for Baby Shark. I've seen a lot of merch. Like, toys and books and clothing and even cereal. You can get cereal with Baby Shark on it. And ostensibly, Baby Shark is just kind of a children's song. It's not anything super special, different, or amazing. And in fact, I would say that it's predatory. It's predatory towards children. And it's because of the way that it's written, right? The goal of music now, at least, I mean, this is probably true as it always has been, is to be catchy, right? It's to be stuck in your head. But there's an extra layer to algorithms, right? And because we've kind of mathematically solved what catchy is, what it means to be catchy. Oh, did I miss the monkey men? Did I miss the monkey men? I was gonna show the monkey men, but I was too busy speaking about catchy and algorithms. Where are you, monkey men? Where are you, monkey men? I want to see my monkey men. No, they must be in here. They must be. Le monkey men. Please, I want to witness them. Baby Shark, is... No monkey men are here. Specifically written to be as catchy as possible. In a way that is, I would say quite predatory to a young, developing mind. Where they wouldn't understand why it's catchy. You know what I mean? Because I think most people don't understand why it's catchy. They're just like, dang, this song gets stuck in my head and I can't get it out. And it's there's a very clear musical theory reason as to why this happens. It's super easy. It's because the solfege for Baby Shark is sol, la, do, forever. You say do forever and ever and ever. And you end on T. And T is a leading tone. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. T wants to go up to do. But it doesn't... Because Baby Shark ends on T, it wants to lead into itself forever. Which, when you can, you know, moderate... It ends on the leading tone, yes. If you want to moderate, you know, like, if you're playing with the child, and you're actively singing the song to the child, and you can choose when the song ends, then there's no harm done to the child's brain. But the problem is that many people are just putting the screen in front of the child, and then the child does nothing but listens to Baby Shark for hours on end and never gets that mental satisfaction. They become addicted to the Baby Shark and are now attached to the Baby Shark because the Baby Shark never leaves their head. This is bad, I think. I would say this is not good, in my opinion. I think that this is and especially because they've probably made millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars on a song that is quite literally 4 different notes. Just the latter half of the solfege. Based off of, you know, the psychology of children. That's a little bit worrisome to me. That doesn't feel right. IMO. I'm really trying to get to the Monkey Men, and I think that I've bungled it. I think that I've made it to where we're not going to see the Monkey Men this stream. Because I was trying so hard not to die earlier. And I apologize for that, for people who were really excited for the Monkey Men. Because I know that's like one of the first and easiest... It's a really surreal Easter egg, too. It is a really surreal Easter egg, and I wanted to show people that. But I got so caught up in how fun the game was that I just kept playing it instead of showing off Easter eggs, and I feel really bad for that, and I apologize. If you wanted to see Monkey Men, I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to restart the level so we can see them. It's one of my favorite Easter eggs, and I'm sorry I missed it. I'm sorry I missed it. What's the name for those tones or chords that seem to rise and pitch forever? A listening illusion? I am not sure.
I'll help you sprint.
I don't know. That sounds really fun, though. Oh. He saw me immediately. Can you stop shooting me? Okay. Fine. Fine. I'll wait my turn to play the video game. I think there's one over here. I feel sluggish. I feel sluggish. My aiming feels sluggish. I think that I'm... Yeah, I saw his light. I'm pretty sure there's like an Easter egg or something up there. I'm not in... Like, I should have read... I did promise that all the monkeys are dead. I did promise that, didn't I? So maybe this is just a continuation of that belief, that all the monkeys are gone. Oh, see? My aim is just not it today. Not... Ooh! Watch your fire. Shepherd's Tone, Aki Da Vinci. It's a Shepherd's Tone. I'm going to take credit for that. No, Inthafin did not say it in chat. I did not read Inthafin's chat. I did. Well, that would make sense that it's called the Shepherd's Tone, wouldn't it? Because it leads the listener towards somewhere. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. What's happening down there? I'm nervous. I'm kind of like pussyfooting instead of doing anything about it. I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth when I should be fighting the enemy. But the enemy is scary. So I'm more kind of just... I love Kigyar. I love Jackals. They're really fun. Did you know? Fun fact about the Halo universe. Jackals have positive interactions with humans. They have positive and they have negative interactions, because at the end of the day, they're just mercenaries and pirates. That's also why Jackals are not allowed on boarding actions, because the Covenant has a big rule that you're not supposed to, like, use human technology. It makes you a heretic. But Jackals don't really care. So they're not allowed onto boarding actions on ships, because they have a nasty tendency to loot. They love loot because they are pirates. Jackal, if I remember correctly, Jackal government structure is also basically like mob families. They're a... It's really interesting that it's a government system based off of, like, different mob families. Also, Jackals were a space-faring species in the year, like, 1164. So while we were fighting the Crusades, they were exploring the stars. And several different Jackal subspecies actually live on the planet's different moons, such as Skirmishers, which are a subspecies of Jackal that lives on one of the planet's moons. The Jackals that appear in 4 and 5 have also been retconned into being a separate subspecies that appears on one of these different moons, because people are like, that's not a Jackal. And they're like, fine, it's a different kind of Jackal. Speaking of Jackals. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. I think my throat keeps making noises because I'm like whimpering. Because I'm scared. Oh my gosh. I'm not, you don't come here for like high octane gameplay. You come here for bad decisions in Halo lore. That's what we're here for. I think I'm into the rhythm of it. I needed to play a little bit of Halo 3. I haven't played Halo 3 in a hot second. It's been a couple years since I've honestly played Halo 3. I'm gonna go back through the dam here and go back up. This is in Africa. We're in Africa currently, somewhere near New Mombasa, which is where Halo 2 and Halo 3 ODST, the Earth missions, take place. That take place in New Mombasa. We'll be on the road to Voi, I think it's called, in the next couple of missions. The Crow's Nest takes place here. Considering the wildlife, I would imagine this is Central Africa, somewhere similar to, like, the modern Democratic Republic of the Congo. But I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. My African geography is not exactly well-versed or researched. So just take that with a grain of salt, if you don't mind. I love giving people grains of salt. I think they deserve more salt. You can consider me a verifiable salt flap, considering how much salt I give people. What do we got here? Johnson's down there. I'm exploring. Look at that! I knew there was something up here. Here's a skull. I don't know which skull it is, but we have it. No, give. We should beat the rest of the level using nothing but the skull. Already, I'm almost punished for it. I don't want to die. It would be bad if I ended up being perished because of this. Huh. Getting close to those two is going to be a challenge.
The demon is this way.
I cannot throw grenades while... Aha! Look at that! I cannot throw grenades whilst holding the skull. It's interesting that they have not opened up grenade types yet.
This
because
is as fun as it looks. Cut the powers.
the spike grenade and the inflammation grenade are both in this game, but I am not allowed to use them yet. I'm not allowed to use them yet. I have to... Whoops.
Friendly gunship coming in hot.
If you... I think this is blind. I think this is the blind skull. Because the skull's eye sockets are very bright. That's what I would assume. I know that each of the skulls actually have different looks to them. Which I think is really cool. That they did that. Ooh. I also read about the plasma pistol. The plasma pistol is actually yet another marathon reference. Oh. Look how many needles are in me, though. I didn't super combine. Yeah, the firebombs are only in 2 levels. Well, the firebombs are only in 2 levels because they are only dropped by the Brute Stalker variant. So, if the Brute the Brute Stalker was present, was what I was trying to say, in more levels, you would have had that grenade variant present in more levels. What were you shooting at, sir? Stop! Stop! Oh, woe is me. Watch yourself on the ground. I'm gonna use all of my sniper ammo, because, like, what's the point of a sniper rifle if you don't use it? It's for fun. It's for fancy. It's for free.
Focus! Phantom!
Get that grunt out of there. Oh! Haha! Yes, this is the first level in which Covenant drop... Or this is the first game in which Covenant dropships can actually be destroyed instead of being, like, unbreakable monoliths of troops spawning. They can be destroyed. If it bleeds, you can kill it. I don't know where I dropped my skull, but it's fine. I don't need to bring it with me. Yep, hold E to ride Pelican. I love the way pilots look in this game. I love the pilot helmet. It's pretty cool. I don't necessarily understand why the Marine BDU changed so much between each game, but it's fine. It's fine. Fist bump, real cool. Halo 3 is often criticized, I think, for its writing. That's fine. There are some lines in it that are not so good. There are some choices they made that are a little bit interesting to end off a series with, but it has way more hype.
Sorry for the tight squeeze. Tell the commander her ace is in the hole.
Than anything else, so it doesn't really detract from it.
Check it out. No way. A Spartan?
For real. You better not be.
Oh man, he's here. We're gonna be
Where did you find him?
Napping. Out back.
I'll bet. It's good to see you, Chief.
Likewise, ma'am.
Let's get you up to speed.
Yeah, it's interesting because she appeared very young in
Prophet of
Halo
Truth
2
ships
and
breached the
3,
lunar
and then in
program.
Halo 2 Anniversary, it
Smashed
feels
what
like
was
they
left of the
aged her
whole
up a
thing.
bit,
Terrestrial
which is
casualties
fine.
from the
She's a
subsequent
commander in the
bombardment were
UNSC.
extreme.
I don't see why she
Truth
would
could
be
have landed
in like
anywhere,
her
but he
mid
committed
20s.
all
It
his
would make sense
forces
for her
here,
to be in her
East
like
Africa,
30s.
the ruins of New Mombasa. Then they started digging.
She also has like
What about
pretty
Halo?
scars
We stopped
instead
it,
of
but
having
only temporarily.
like she has the nice
Now
little
the Prophet
scar
of Truth
through
is
her
looking for
eyebrow,
something
and she has
called
the little
the
scar
Ark,
on her
where
cheek.
he'll be able to fire all the Halo rings. If he succeeds, humanity,
Yep.
Covenant, every sentient being in the galaxy.
The rings will kill us all.
Ma'am, I have Lord Hood.
Patch him through.
Good news, Commander Keyes?
Good as it gets, sir.
So I see.
Ron
What's your
Perlman
status, son?
Green.
voices Lord
Sir.
Hood.
Glad to hear it. Commander's come up with a good plan, but without you, I wasn't sure we could pull it off.
Truth's ships are clustered above the excavation site.
Nepotism,
and his infantry
maybe,
has deployed
maybe.
anti-aircraft batteries
I mean,
around
she's
the
a
perimeter.
capable commander,
But if we
She's a
neutralize
capable
one of the
commander.
batteries, punch a hole in Truth's
so it
defenses,
doesn't seem
I'll
like
initiate a low-level
it's
strike.
necessarily like
Hit 'em right
bad
where it hurts.
that she is a commander.
I only have a handful of ships.
It
Master
keeps
Chief.
registering
Big
my
risk.
eyebrows as raising, which
But I'm
means
confident.
that B is freaking out. She's constantly pogging,
Emergency
and I don't
generators, now.
like that.
Shielding failed. They're down and charging.
I'm
As soon
trying
as
to
they're
fix
up,
the light to
reestablish
where it
contact with
tracks
Lord.
my face
Let him
better.
know.
All of you vermin, cowering in the dirt, thinking, what, I wonder, that you might escape the coming fire? No, your world will burn until its surface is but glass, and not even your demon will live to creep, blackened from its hold to mar the reflection of our passage, the culmination of our journey.
Why are you blinking so much,
For
bro?
your destruction is the will of the gods, and I am their instrument.
Cocky bastard. Just loves to run
I
his mouth.
liked Truth's voice actor in 2 better. Not that the voice actor in
Give the
3 is
order, we're
bad.
closing
He's
shop.
not bad. He gives a
Ma'am,
great performance.
We're about to get
It's just Truth was such a
Wounded.
smarmy
We're
dick
getting all of them out.
in 2.
have to carry
He
him
was
myself.
so
Ma'am, squad leaders are requesting
slimy.
a rally point.
And the way that
Where
he
should they go?
talked and the way that he acted was... You could kind of feel the layers of lies he was spinning. And it was really ironic for a character named
just
Truth,
lost the
of course, to
perimeter
have that kind of
They're down,
vocal
Lord. We're not
pattern.
receiving.
I
Can't take.
kind of miss that. This Truth is more bombastic. It feels like he actually
No, ma'am.
believes what he's saying,
Overwatch
which I
has
don't think
contacts.
Truth should
Phantom's
believe what he's
closing on our
saying.
position.
I feel like he should
Any birds
be a
less than 5
liar.
minutes out, bring them in. Tell everything else to scatter.
Ah! Couldn't jump up there. That was one of the lines that people don't like for Miranda Keyes. It makes her look stupid. Where they're like, they're asking for a rally point. Where should we go? And she goes, to war. And it's like, okay, nice, you're farming clips, but like, where's the rally point? Where do we go? People are dying. No! Okay, I swear to God I'm doing something here. I swear to God I'm doing something here. Alright? There's a reason for all of this. Again, I'm not a platformer. I don't play platforming games. I play first-person shooter games, and I don't even do that well. So, here we are. Here's yet another skull! Everybody loves skulls. Here's yet another one. It can be your first weapon in the level. You can have another skull. In the original Halo game,
Prisoners this way.
picking up all the skulls
20th century.
gave you you know what, we're gonna do this. Picking up all the skulls, we're doing Halo 2 right now, gave you the Hayabusa armor, which a lot of people thought was really cool. Everybody loves the Hayabusa armor. You look like a samurai. Wouldn't you want to look like a samurai? Elites were heavily based off of samurai, like Bushido practices, which
Hangar Sergeant.
I think is the least surprising thing I've ever heard. There are many, many, many proud warrior race guys who were based off of samurai. Based off of Bushido principles.
Chief? Good. This channel is secure.
But elites were also based off of xenomorphs.
Cancel out forever. I need that hangar cleared for evac ASAP.
Whoa, oh no, you guys should move! I don't know what the I don't know what to how to shoot the second gun when I'm dual wielding. Guess what we're doing? We're going into settings. We're going into settings. Yes, we're going into settings. Settings. Okay. Open text chat. What? What? Why would I do that? Fire... What? Why wouldn't I just reload both of them at the same time? Why did they make it multiple buttons here? Why did they make it multiple buttons? Okay. Let's see if that works. Because it seems like they're kind of really mad that both fire secondary and... Yeah, they won't let me have those. That's really bad, actually. That was something that worked in 2. Why isn't it something that works in 3? That's a really bad idea. Disagree. I don't... So I guess we're never dual-wielding in Halo 3, because I'm not taking melee off of mouse 2. It will not happen. I won't allow it to happen. But that does reduce a lot of our options here. Because, like, what would I even put fire secondary on? Yeah, that's really sad. I'm trying to find something. Sorry if a lot of this is just me wandering. I do be wandering. I be experiencing the joys and whimsies of exploring a game that I love. I kind of wish their colors were brighter. I'd like them to stand out from the environment a little bit more. Real is brown, though, and remember, we're in the piss era of gaming, where everything has to have a yellow filter.
Open up. Password.
What?
Need the password.
You gotta be kidding me. What password?
Password. They gave it out at the staff meeting 15 minutes ago.
Meeting? What meeting? I was out here.
Not supposed to let anyone in without it.
If the staff meeting just ended, no one outside is gonna know the freaking password. Now open up. We need ammo and the chief is out here.
So...
Do you know the password?
He wasn't at the meeting either.
I'm tickled. That is a reference to Red vs. Blue by Rooster Teeth. That was the voice actor for Griff and for Simmons. It's a little bit of a meme reference for all you Halo fans out there. Whoa, what the heck am I getting blown up by? Red versus Blue reference. Yep, that is a Red versus Blue reference. That's that's the actual voice actors for them too. Oh, hello, sir. How long were you waiting for me to notice you? No. Oh. Oh! I said, what was that? And they didn't give me a checkpoint the entire time. What? That... Why? That feels... I don't know how to describe that. I don't know how to... How am I supposed to realistically react to that? Oh my gosh. You, sir. Ah! See, I'm really not a big fan of any explosive causing any grenades on the ground to blow up, especially because you only have 2 grenades. So it encourages most, like, you want to do that. You want to just walk over some grenades, toss all of them, so that you don't accidentally get blown up later down the line because you decided to hold on to your grenades. It makes every engagement actually just a toss of 19 grenades because you don't want to be blown up on accident because you forgot to pick up the 7 grenades that fell on your feet. Okay. I need to be careful with jackals because I'm really bad at hitting their headshot hitbox. I think I remember that being the strategy in both Reach and... Yeah, like, what the heck is up with their headshot hitbox? It seems to be a little bit left of their head, so I should aim there. I should aim a little bit left of their head. Rats! Rats! Halo 3 rats! Here to celebrate another birthday bash. Ah! Here we go, into the next part of the level.
Wipe those bastards off the deck!
As progression happens, there will be more levels, believe it or not. This is how levels are progressed in a linear storytelling fashion. It's a little overwhelming for those who are not familiar with the concept, but you can learn how to work with it pretty quickly. I'm trying to find stuff. I'm trying to find, like, neat details. But I'm not finding much. There's a lot of ammunition and guns up here, which is pretty cool. People love ammunition and guns. Yes, this is the first game where you can detach turrets. Though you're quite slow with them in comparison to other games. Which is a funny lore implication that Chief and the Arbiter have issues, like, moving with them. But what's even funnier is that you're very slow going forward with them, but you strafe quite quickly. So if you go at an angle like this, it takes your strafe speed. So it's like you're not slow at all. So why even have you move slow forward at all? It's a very interesting quirk. And whoops! I blew up. I'm gonna blow up a lot in this. It's an interesting quirk that makes sense why they got rid of the slow forward movement in the other games in the first place, because it almost does not matter. I want you to break. Yes, thank you. I don't think I can destroy the Phantom. Oh, I think I got shot in the back by my own guy. Yeah, I got shot in the back by my own guy. Okay. Whoever friendly fired the Chief is now fired. They're getting dishonorably discharged. And probably court-martialed and hanged for treason. They may be hanged, but the jury is still out on whether or not they were hung. Yep. Yep. Blow up fusion coil. I think one of the best changes in Infinite is the ability to pick up and throw fusion coils. That's very funny. That's really nice. I think every piss-era shooter needs a turret section. This is a hallmark of the genre at the time. I want to know the first game that popularized the turret section. Because, like, it's in every shooter from this time period. This, of course, is not a strict turret section. This is just me enjoying the turret. But, like, Metro did a turret section. I think every Gears of War did a turret section. Most Call of Duty do a turret section. I think that's fascinating. That it was such a hallmark of the era that it became a meme. It became a meme, as I have referenced. Okay, I don't like being shieldless. Okay, well, my prayers were answered. This might not be the most interactive or interesting of strategies, but it's fun for me, and sometimes I have to take my own enjoyment, you know? Like, I spend so much time talking and being funny and dying in humorous and often embarrassing ways for you guys. So there's got to be some points where I do stuff for me. Can I break that? Yeah. I was just ignoring it. I was just like, well, that's just part of the level. No, you can destroy it. That's my beat. I want to get into the Pelican. Let me into the Pelican. You do not get to get into the Pelican. This is not the end of the level, unfortunately. No, not like, unfortunately, that the level goes on after this. That's not what I was trying to imply. I like this game. I want to play more of it. That sounded like I was saying, oh, unfortunately, you don't get to finish the level here. No, not the case. He's dead. And then there's Chunky. He's dead. Okay, let's go. Also, if you notice, bloodied Marines, right? They're dead. If a Marine dies in this game, they have blood on their model. This is a return to that idea they had in 2, but couldn't actually complete. So, it's interesting to see that idea come to fruition. You know what idea I want to see come to fruition? I want to see FromSoft finally manage to make a roaming enemy work, because they tried to with the Black Knights, did not come to be. They tried to with the Pursuer, did not come to be. They tried to with the Elden Ring Knight Riders, did not come to be. They have never been able to make just like a randomly roaming enemy, and I'm wondering if they ever are. I don't know what, like, do they try every single time and then go, actually this sucks, this is so unfun? Or do they come to, well, the technology is just not there for us to pull it off? I'm wondering which it is.
Light him up! Light him up!
It's kind of horrifying to think that a drone has enough, like, body strength to pick up a human being. They can fly away with you. This also shows, like, a major design philosophy change with drones. That they have practically no HP, but they attack in swarms. Because in 2, they had a ton of HP, and would usually attack in groups of 4 to 6. Here, they attack in groups of, like, 30, but take 2 bullets to die. And I honestly like this better, as they feel really like a swarm. In a way that's fun to fight, in compared to 2, where they were just like flying enemies who had way too much health and way too much ability to get to you and make you die. Cover did not exist against drones. Also, they look really good in this game. Cool looking enemies. I like drones a lot. Yan Mi, one of my favorite alien races. I'm wondering what these, like, little bits of Forerunner technology are attached to them, because it's not necessarily armor. I'm wondering what that is, what that purpose serves on their bodies.
If I try to hook up a timer, it might go off all by itself.
What are you guys staring at me for?
You might want to put that out. Chief, have a look. A little going away gift for the Covenant. We've linked it to smaller charges throughout the base. Johnson, soon as the evacuation is complete, start the timer.
Understood.
Good luck, everyone. See you on the last Pelican out.
Follow me, Chief.
The commander is staying until the last Pelican out. That's, she won't leave. I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna switch out the battle rifle for the shotgun.
Brutes have taken the barracks.
And I'm going to regret that later. I kind of feel it.
For mercy, Chief. We both know what they do to prisoners.
Yeah, I'm already kind of feeling it. I saw that gathered group of Covenant forces and went, dang, I don't want to get close to them. Oh, well, the shotgun might be good on him. So, those are lower level brutes in the power armor. They are hurting me. They are causing me damage. They are making it difficult to stay alive. Yeah. Oh, ha! Try to regeneration field your way through a plasma grenade, idiot. So, Regeneration Field is a power ability that's commonly used by Brute Bodyguards. Brute Bodyguards actually have really weak power, or like really weak power armor in comparison to their rank. I think it's similar in power to a Brute Major. Not a Brute Captain Major, a Brute Major. I need to wait for my shields to recharge before I can poke back out again. Very nice. Very nice. Ah, don't shoot me in the back of the head. Okay, the chieftain is being very passive. I seem to have gotten rid of a lot of their power armor. Yeah. 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 Now the chieftain is interested, I think. Oh, he's very interested. That was me bouncing off of his... Yep. So there's two type of brute chieftain in this game. There's chieftains and then there's weapons chieftains. And these, the black and red armor with the gravity hammer is just the normal chieftain. One of the most interesting things about the chieftain is that they cannot be stuck, except if you stick to their weapon. Their armor actually has, it bounces off of them, if you saw there. He has used his invincibility power up. So I saw an interesting theory. First of all, I read about the Fist of Rucht, which is the weapon that Tartarus uses in... I have a feeling he's... Whoops! Whoops, whoops, whoops. And look how far back we go, baby. We have to clear that entire combat encounter again. Oh, man. That's really silly. Let's get up here. Let's see if this is a good place to be. It might be. It might be a good place to be. There's a battle rifle over here. Yeah, that's a lot of guys. So one of their design philosophies changed. They really want to have brutes be kind of like this pack enemy. They want brutes to be constantly fighting together in a pack. So they made them way weaker and put them in this kind of like... and some people dislike the change. At least they're more interesting than they were in 2. But they're still not like the most dynamic of enemies in comparison to like elites in Halo 1. Ah, he wants to play... He used his invincibility power up. Right, that goes back to the Fist of Rucht. So the Fist of Rucht is the weapon of the chieftain of all brutes, right? And... of course, it was last used by Tartarus, who was the last chieftain of all brutes. Don't do it. He's down. I'm actually going to pick this up and have fun with it. And we don't really know what happens to the fist after the death of Tartarus. We don't know if, like, it's confiscated. We don't know if it's taken from the... or if it just, like, ends up gone. We don't know. But the Fist of Rucht weighed 343 pounds, which, as you might notice, is a reference to not only the number 7, but like 343 Guilty Spark. 343 is one of Bungie's favorite numbers. And then it was 92 inches tall, which is quite tall. That's quite tall. Because it's over 7 foot tall. 7 foot 8 inches, I think. It's a 7 foot 8 inch hammer that weighs 343 pounds. The average human being would not be able to carry it. Actually, most human beings would not be able to carry it. Cortana moment.
You've been called upon to serve.
Yes, I have. And I'm glad to do so. More drones. They go into the holes. Wonder what they're doing in there. Probably nothing good. Drones used to be the engineers of the Covenant.
They used me. Reject their lies. Rebel, or all your hives will perish.
Hey, Arbiter, if you're attempting to sway people to your side, it pays to not outright kill them. Rebel! Change sides! Don't be slaves to the enemy! Kills. I think that was a power drain. No, it's a radar jammer. Break. Not like I use radar anyways. He walked right on top of that. Too bad spike grenades do really poor, like... This is the song that they used for Hunters back in Truth and Reconciliation. That's a very clear, like, audio memory for me. Don't... Oh, I knew it. I knew that because I had to reload, he was just gonna shoot me in the belly and I'd die. I knew it. 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 I had an understanding that that was going to happen. If you manage to interrupt their animations, they don't get the kill on, which is actually reminiscent of... Don't do it. 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 Thank you. It's actually reminiscent of how they operate in Reach. It's kind of nice. So Bungie does something interesting there, where brutes with power armor stand taller. They stand prouder, I guess, maybe. And then brutes without power armor will hunch over in this kind of like feral stance. And not only does it tell you something about the brutes that are doing that, right? Like, it tells you something about the race, where while they're wearing armor, they stand tall. But it also is a nice visual from a player perspective that you can tell at a glance whether or not the enemy has power armor or not by the stance that they are currently employing. That's just sound design. And they managed to... That's something that... Why is the gray one helping? So this is taking place during the second... Or this is right after the second game. Ooh, I'm gonna die! In the second game, the elites are cast out of the Covenant by the prophets because the official reasoning is that the elites who were the honor guard... Ooh, deactivated flare. Sorry if you can't see. The elites who were the first species to enter the Covenant failed to protect the Prophet of Regret on Installation 05, and therefore lost their place of prestige within the Covenant. And the elites didn't take very kindly to this, especially after Truth ordered... Oh, that's a power drain. I'm gonna wait for a second. Truth ordered that the Arbiter, who was kind of the de facto leader of the elites, to be murdered at the hands of Tartarus, who was the chieftain of the brutes. This led to an event called the Great Schism, where the Covenant split down the middle. That's a weapons chieftain. Those golden armor guys are weapons chieftains. They split down the middle and started killing each other, and the elites have decided to ally with the UNSC, temporarily or not, in order to deal with their shared enemy, which is the Covenant. I think they're just called the Separatists. They're heavily based off of the Klingons, I believe, in Star Trek, with their green ships and their ability to turn invisible. So that's why he's helping. At least I assumed you were talking about the Arbiter here.
Damn, woo! I was just getting started.
Yeah, they did. Well, I mean, the player character, the Master Chief, is the one who killed the Prophet of Regret, and he has main character energy. So there was nothing that they could do to stop that from happening.
Commander, we lost the op center. Brutes attacked in force. Couldn't hold them off. Falling back to the hangar. But
But Master Chief is indeed him. So, this is Halo 3. We're currently doing the level Crow's Nest. The Master Chief has attempted to fight the Prophet of Truth on the Forerunner battleship, but failed off-screen. A lot of people... Surprised he doesn't hate you? Yeah, so Arbiter and Chief are buddies because they have to be. At the beginning of the game, they're not friends. They become friends by the end of the game by realizing that actually they weren't so different after all. But it takes a while to get to that point. They do dislike each other. And there is some stuff about the elites working with humanity after waging a genocidal war against them for the past 30 years. They do have some issues trusting each other. Which makes sense, but elites always had a sort of respect for humanity as a race. And they didn't understand why the prophets refused to kind of allow humans into the Covenant, because the way that the Covenant works, the way that the Covenant adds races to the Covenant, is by usually beating them in warfare through subjugation, which they did to the Hunters and the Grunts, or they actively hire other races, such as the Jackals, who were never really part of the Covenant, but they were pirates and mercenaries who gladly were bought into the religion as long as they were paid. So, the Covenant have never actually waged a genocidal war before, and they've been around for a long time. The Covenant is like tens of thousands of years old by this point. So the elites were always really confused as to why the prophets hated humanity. So what was actually happening, humans have a special place in the Halo universe. It's kind of a normal, like, sci-fi, humans are special. The Forerunners are the guys who built the Halo rings, right? What the series is named after. And the Forerunners came before everyone else. They built these big Halo rings, and the reason why they built them was because the Flood, which is the alien zombie virus, was going to destroy the whole galaxy. The Halo rings were a last resort to... Oh, he's stuck up there. Okay, that's why they're not spawning the next group of enemies. The Halo rings were a last resort to stop the Flood from spreading. It kills all sentient life within 25,000 light years of its blast, and there are 7 of them. So that's a lot of all sentient life destroyed. But the Forerunners had this concept that they called the Mantle of Responsibility, and that is the most advanced race within the galaxy has a responsibility to shepherd the other races. The Forerunners believed that they had failed the Mantle so hard that they deserved to be wiped out when they activated the Halo rings. But that means that the Mantle had to go to someone else. And they decided that the shepherds of the galaxy would be humans, humanity. But they devolved humanity to the point of, like, sticks and rocks and monkey men. So it was going to take a long time for humans to earn that mantle again. But in order to ensure that humanity would be the one to carry the mantle, they gave a piece in the human genetic code that allowed them to interact with Forerunner technology. That's a problem, because the Halo rings are the major part of the Covenant religion, and only humans can interact with them. So the Covenant realized, or more specifically, the prophets of the Covenant realized that humans were a big hole in their religion. The other races would start to ask why the prophets, who had claimed to be the shepherds of the Forerunners' religion, were not the ones to be able to interact with the Halo rings, but it was humanity. So the prophets made a decision that instead of allowing humans to take the mantle of the Forerunners away from them, they would simply wipe them out from existence, thus beginning the genocidal war.
You will be the protectors of Earth and all her colonies.
Yep, there are 7 of them. 1 through... I mean, they're just called 1 through 7 installation. Yes, that is exactly right. One of the big things that Bungie likes to do as a company, if you have ever played Marathon or if you've ever played Myth, they love to play with the idea of, like, religion and religious leaders and how people use concepts like religion to control other people. Halo was supposed to actually be another Marathon reference, but it became its own thing with its own lore separate of Marathon, just filled with Marathon references. But yeah, so the Prophets are definitely that kind of, like, we're better than you. They exist to control political power within the Covenant. Yep, can't let that news get out. Exactly correct. I don't want to die. It would be embarrassing. But the Covenant, so something that's interesting about the Covenant is that their technology is technically tens of thousands of years old by this point, because all of their technology is repurposed. Oh, I'm dead again. I got stuck in a bad place. All of their technology is repurposed Forerunner technology. And because they can't actually interface or innovate off of Forerunner technology, their technology is incredibly advanced compared to human technology, but stagnated over thousands of years. It has never grown. The broader population of Halos, no, they would not be aware of the Halos. And that's on purpose. It's because the government of the UNSC is actually really dystopian. The UNSC High Command is, you know, an authoritarian government. Ooh. Yes, ONI, the Office of Naval Intelligence, is basically the CIA. They are the ones who created the Spartans. And the original purpose of the Spartans was actually to quell rebellion. They were supposed to be used on human targets, but they became a very good tool against the Covenant, because super soldiers who are similar in strength to the main Covenant shock trooper is a very useful tool to have in a war of genocidal proportions. Yeah, it is a little bit lucky, but that's also another big theme in the Halo games, is luck. At the beginning of this game, Cortana actually says the reason why she chose the Chief is because he had something that none of the other characters have, which is luck. He was the luckiest Spartan, which is important because Spartan 2s in particular were chosen for their genetic perfection. Well, it sounds like kind of a dangerous statement, but basically the amount of augments that they were doing to the children could only work with a certain genetic code. So they would, you know, test them and oh, my bad. They would test them, put them through rigorous testing to find what their DNA was capable of taking and splicing. And, however, they would still only pick Spartans who were capable of passing a coin toss. You had a literal 50-50 chance to become a Spartan 2 based off of a coin toss. So luck is a very big theme in the Halo universe. I'm gonna see if there's like a battle rifle back here because I need some ranged firepower.
Chief, follow the service tunnel to the motor pool.
So yeah, Bungie likes playing around with systems like that. Yeah, that's better, that's better, that's better. Chief, so it's interesting because I think Chief by this point is in his 50s. He became, so Spartans were kidnapped at the tender age of 6 and then basically trained their entire life to become super soldiers. And Chief is in his 50s at this point, but the thing about that is that most Spartans spent a large amount of their time in cryosleep. So he's probably biologically in his 30s, similar to Johnson, who has spent many years of his life in cryosleep. Because even though slip space technology is fast, slip space technology still takes quite a bit of time. Like, for example, the slip space jump from Reach to Installation 04. Reach fell in March. The Pillar of Autumn reached Installation 04 in October. So they were in slip space for several months.
Head through the motor pool to get to the op center.
It's not as fast as Star Wars, like, light speed technology. Alright, yeah, I should probably stick with the battle rifle. I love the MA5C, but the battle rifle is just kind of a better weapon. You can only do so much with the tools that are offered to you.
We have taken their command center.
Have you discovered how they plan to stop me?
As yet, noble prophet.
Find me what I need to know, or your...
So that is the Prophet of Truth. He is the last remaining Covenant hierarch, which are the highest level of commanders in the Covenant religious order. And the reason why he's the last remaining is because Regret was killed by the Master Chief, and Mercy was killed by him. He ended up killing Mercy in order to have complete control of the Covenant High Command, and he did it through the Flood, which is particularly horrific. I'm waiting for the chieftain to lose aggro. No, he did not lose aggro. We're gonna have to wait a second. We're gonna have to wait a second. Oh, are you coming to me? You can't shoot in close range. Power drain, I'll take that. Yeah, so you say it's a World War II bunker. This is actually a repurposed World War II bunker. That is the actual lore that this environment is going with. This is the Crow's Nest. It's a secret base that the UNSC was using in the middle of Africa. I believe it's in the jungles of what was once the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So yes, this is a repurposed World War II bunker. But a lot of human technology looks... Yeah, we are on Earth. We're in Africa. A lot of human technology looks really old because the UNSC was heavily inspired by Alien, specifically the Earth government of Alien, and the style of that sci-fi is heavily utilitarian. So Bungie has come out and stated that they know that by 2552, humanity would look really different to what they're described and shown as here, but they just thought it was cool. So you start to see a more futuristic humanity in Halo 4 and 5 when they start incorporating repurposed Forerunner technology into their designs and equipment. Which is one of the major explanations for the drastic art style shift from 3 to 4. Where are you? Come here. Yeah, I like talking about Halo, so yeah, sorry if I'm yapping too much, but I very much enjoy this game series. It makes me happy. Yeah, no, there's something really satisfying about the idea of sending a kinetic projectile at subsonic speeds is still just the main way to deal with the Covenant. And you might be tickled to know that the main way that the UNSC deals with space combat is nukes. They just nuke Covenant ships. And it's not even because of the nuclear weapon and the destruction of it, it's because the EMP that nukes give off can crack Covenant shields better than any other weapon that the UNSC has. Which means that the Human Covenant War is the only other human war in Halo history that has used a nuclear weapon. Which, again, makes the World War II era bunker a little bit funnier. The only two wars that we ever used an atom bomb. Yeah, so...
Become the best we can make you.
Cortana's acting a little bit of fool. She got left behind on High Charity, and Chief is having visions about it. That requires a lot of explanation from the last 3 games. The music is very good. Yes. Written by Marty O'Donnell, and I'm blanking on his name. He wrote Destiny music for a long time after Marty O'Donnell left. It's very good. I think one of the best things about Halo is the music. Consistently very good. It was very unique for, like, soundtracks of the time. Because it's not like bombastic, shoot bad guys music. It's oftentimes very Yeah, Michael Salvatore, thank you, Anthafin. Glassing. Yeah, so glassing is basically what if the nuke was a laser beam. When the Covenant glass a planet, what they're doing is firing a laser so thin and so fine that it superheats the atoms in the air and causes the planet to turn to glass due to how hot the air becomes. Which is kind of horrifying. There it is. I need to press the button. I was too busy talking about glassing. And glassing a planet can be reversed, but it's just the sheer horror.
This place will become your home.
So, yeah. Yes, the bomb waits quite patiently for me. It is a very kind bomb. It's a very courteous bomb. It's a very polite bomb.
Will become your tomb.
Well, that's ominous. Every single time my model freaks out, it's because I'm spinning in my chair. I have a spinny chair, and I like to spin. Alright. It's 106. I don't know if I want to, like, end halfway through a level, but I don't want to play... It's an hour and 30 minutes. It's 1 in the morning where I'm at, so that's why I'm a little bit, like... I might have to call it here, just because I have work tomorrow, and I want to be able to prepare for that. Even though I love playing Halo, and I only got through like 2 missions. But that's the price of getting off of work at 11 p.m. Yeah, rest my brain. I do kind of need to do that, don't I? Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you learned something new. I hope you became more familiar with one of the most famous game series of all time. Enjoyed watching. Well, I enjoyed having you in chat. I love yapping. So, if you ever want to come back and listen to me yap, I would be more than happy to have you here. Alright, good night everybody. Thank you so much for coming to watch the stream. Good night, Inthafin. Good night, Aki. It was lovely to have you guys. I'm gonna sign off now.